Hello beautiful people, April Mack here, and I'm going live tonight to talk to you about how I create soul-led courses. So this is a little mini series that I'm creating behind the scenes of how my programs and courses come together and what I do. So the last live I did on this, part 3, was at the photo shoot that I was having by myself. I rode my bike, took a whole heap of photos down near a lake near I live, and I'm really happy with the results. So you will have seen, if you've been watching, you will have seen that I have changed my Facebook banner at the top of this page with a beautiful photo that I captured, and the sun's coming out of it. Looks like it's coming out of my Ajna chakra. And I did all that as selfies. I did it with a tripod, and I take a video and then I just do screenshots, pop it through a filter, and that is it. There is no professional photography going on in those shots, and I think they turned out really beautifully. So I'd love to know what you think. And so I'm going to talk to you then about the next steps that I take. So I'm not sure how long we'll be here tonight, but a good 10 minutes at least. So if you're watching live, say hi, and if you're watching on replay, just hashtag replay, let me know you're here and ask any questions as we go. So after the photo shoot, I come home, I watch the videos, like I take quite a few videos, I watch them back, and then I have it pause as I watch the video with my finger going along, and then I find the shots that I like, screenshot them, run them through a filter using Lightroom, the Lightroom app, which is a free app you can get for your phone. And I use some preset filters that I've purchased from Paula Ivy, which cost around $35. And they make my photos look so much better than just plain photos. Then I look at them on my big screen. I've got a big screen here. I haven't got a photo up there now. And check with, that they're in focus, that they look good enough. And then I upload them into Canva, the ones that I like, upload them into Canva and create a graphic with the name of my course. And usually I have a tagline, but for some reason the tagline for my latest course, Goddess Unleashed, the tagline hasn't dropped in yet, and I'm playing around with it. So if anyone's watching tonight, I'm going to ask for your opinion. You can help me with the tagline. But yeah, so I'm still figuring that out. But so then what I do is I change my Facebook banner, and usually that gets a little bit of momentum going because people see the Facebook banner change, they see the photo, and if it's a good photo, which this one was, I reckon it was really awesome, then I get lots of comments on that. So then people are aware then that I'm offering something new, and they might start to catch the vibe of that. So that's what's happened. Then the next thing I do is make sure that I've got all the details, enough detail to put a post out to make sure that people know what's coming and all the details of it. So it's like the price, when the start date is, how long the program goes for, and what is it about. And when I write that, I think to myself, what is the soul mode of the people who are going to buy this course? What mode will they likely buy it in? So if I was running, and if anyone doesn't know what I'm talking about with soul modes, it's a concept that was put together by my coach, Carly Marie. You can buy the book about it, and it talks about the modes that each of us go through as women. We cycle through various modes. So the mode that I believe people will buy Goddess Unleashed in is wild mode, because it's going to appeal to the next level version of who they are becoming. And wild mode, that is our goddess. When we're in wild mode, we're probably acting from our goddess. So that is the mode that most people will buy this course in. So when I write the posts, the sales posts around this program, I'm trying to call in the people who need what I'm offering. I'm going to write to people's wild mode. Whereas if I was doing a course like a how-to course, a how to create courses, like this little mini series, if I'm doing a how to create courses or how to use Facebook, that is likely to be someone in super mode, which is, the get shit done mode, the person who needs the detail and wants to know all the steps. And so the way I might write a post for a course like that would be with a bit more detail and written for someone who's in super, who wants to tick all the boxes and know all the detail. So hopefully that gives you a clue to how you might do some of your posts depending on what your programs are. And the price, I just want to talk briefly because I haven't really talked about this in the previous videos. How do I come up with the price? So I do ask the divine, pretty much, I ask the divine to give me the price. I say, just tell me what the price is, and usually a number pops in. And I'll just sort of, you know, mull that around and think, does that make sense based on what it is I think I'm offering? And, you know, and I ask for the number of weeks. So I got 7 weeks for this one and a price of $222. And that felt about right. It was just like, oh yeah, that seems reasonable. And those two things, the 7 and the 222, popped in. And I use the 222 or the 333 or the 444 because I've seen other people do it and I really love the way those numbers look. And I'm a little bit into numbers and stuff like that. So I'll even sometimes Google what does the number mean, because those repeating numbers have, you know, if you believe in this stuff, they're like angel numbers. And the number 222 has a meaning that felt really aligned with what I'm offering. It's all about harmony, and I think it was about connecting more with the divine. So it just felt really spot on. That's what's in my memory of it. But when I read what it was about, I was like, yeah, that feels totally right. So the program itself is $222, and then I wanted to add on more levels because this is something I'm seeing that other people are doing that works really well. It means I can, you know, give people entry points that suit where they're at. So 222 is just for the program, and then the next level is for people who want to be part of like a mastermind group and get group coaching. So there's another level which is 555. And that felt right. And then the next level above that is those two things plus one-on-one coaching. So that's another price again. And that one I kind of worked out, well, how much coaching will they get? They'll get 7 sessions. And I worked out my coaching prices and just added that on, and then took some off for, you know, to be discounted and whatnot. So there was a bit of strategy behind that one and the middle price. So the first one really divinely inspired, and then a bit of strategy behind the other two. So hopefully that makes sense. So people can come in at 3 different levels. Now this is the first time I've actually tried that strategy, and I don't know how it's going to go. I don't know if people all will want to come in at the program level, or whether there'll be lots of people going for the group, or people wanting the one-on-one. I have no idea. And so this is part of, and I've talked about this a lot in the past, is when you're fairly new to business, which I'm still, you know, in the early stages, the first couple of years, I'm still testing things out. And probably I'll always be testing things out because I'll be trying new things all the time. But if you test things out, you can tell more about the people you're here to serve. What do they want? What do they need? So if I find that everyone just buys the 222 and there's no one in the others, that tells me something about my audience. It tells me what they want from me. And it will inform the way I do my next program. Or if everyone buys the group and nobody buys the just the program, that tells me something too. So it's kind of like your research, your market research. You're doing that at the same time as delivering your courses. And because I haven't actually created anything, like I don't do pre-recorded things, and I don't do, you know, lots of worksheets and things like that in advance. I don't do anything of the program that I'm delivering. I don't create anything tangible until I'm delivering it, because that is how I now create divinely inspired programs. Then I don't lose out on anything. It's just such a beautiful process, and it's allowed me to be able to put programs out and promote things that don't actually sell. And that's like market research, you know, but I haven't gone and created anything, so I haven't wasted any time. And in doing that promotion, I've been getting additional eyes on my stuff, and I get branding, you know, people are starting to know me and what I do, so no effort is wasted. So yeah, it's been a really useful thing to be able to be flexible and agile in that way, where I don't create a whole bunch of stuff that then has nowhere to go, because that's how I used to do things. and it was really disheartening to go and create a whole bunch of stuff and then it not be bought. Whereas now I'll sell the whole concept and see if there are takers. That's if you're familiar with lean methodology, like lean startup methodology, that is really a lean approach to running a business. It's where you're creating things in the quickest possible way. You're putting them out there, you're testing the market, and then you're pivoting. If it's not quite right, you're learning from the information you get back. Like if nobody buys it, that's information, that's valuable data. And to say that, yeah, this is not your audience, or they don't want this from you at this time, or you've put the wrong price on it, you can get that data and then you can tweak things. So you can either go, well, I think there was enough people asking about it, but then they didn't buy. So that might mean that your pricing's off, so this is all valuable for our business process. So the next thing I want to talk about is, I've talked to you about pricing, I've talked to you about doing your posts. So if you do one post that has all the detail, then you can keep sending people any new inquiries, anything, if people message you and say, oh, I've heard about your course, what is it? You can point them to that post because that's where all the detail is. So once I put that post out there, I keep a copy of it in a Word document as well, in case I need to use it for other, so sometimes I'm in networking groups where I might be posting stuff in there. I've got it handy at all times. And I use that post then to go and create my landing page. So let's just talk briefly about landing pages. So if you have a website, if you're at the stage where you've already got a website, when you run a new program, you can add a new page to your website. And you generally give it, for me, it's aprilmac.com.au / and then the name of the program. So this will be called Goddess. And so then I just go and I've got a website that I can change myself. I purposely made sure that I got someone to build me a website where I would be able to add pages myself, because I'm not yet at the stage where I've got a whole team of people doing all my admin. I do have some admin support, but not all. So I've got to be able to spin up a page really quickly and be able to do that myself. So if you're in that boat and you need a landing page and you don't have a website, you can use something like MailChimp, which is free, and you can create landing pages in MailChimp really simply, and you can create your own landing page because you need to have some way to send people. And if you don't want to do that, if you don't even want to have a landing page, you just don't want any tech at all, then get this post that you've created and turn it into a pretty PDF with a little bit of branding, maybe a photo of you or your brand at the top, and all the details, so that when people ask you for the details and it has your payment, your bank account details on it, you can send that to them instead of sending them to a landing page. I personally am at the point and I prefer to be able to just send people to a landing page and tell them what it is and where to get it. So that's what I will be doing next. So tonight's job, or I'm probably a bit too tired tonight, I'll do it tomorrow. I'm going to create a landing page. And so from tomorrow onwards through the launch of Goddess, I will say at the end of every live, I will say to you, so you can find out more about Goddess at aprilmac.com.au / Goddess. And I've got somewhere to send the people, and that way people can check out all the details and then click the buy now button if they're ready to do that. And on this page that I'll be creating, I'll have 3 buttons because I've got those 3 different entry level points. Hopefully that makes sense. And if you've got any questions, please do let me know. I think that's all I wanted to share with you. So if you're interested in Goddess, you'll start to hear all the details. It's actually called Goddess Unleashed because that came through that it needed to be Goddess Unleashed. And the taglines that I'm playing with, and I haven't got anyone live on here now, people have come and gone as I've been talking. The taglines that I've been playing with are ordinary woman, extraordinary life, or living life with intuition and intention, because that's kind of what it's about. It's really, Goddess Unleashed is about us being more intuitive and living our life from intuition, tapping into our inner knowing, our inner wisdom, our inner guidance system, which is our goddess. Living more in the feminine energy and trusting her to lead us where we're here to go on a soul level. So that is what Goddess Unleashed is about, really tapping into that goddess energy that we all have access to at any time of the day or night. And in fact, it's why I came on here to do a live tonight, because I'd had a nap and I was feeling, kept thinking, oh, I should do a live, I really would like to do a live. And I thought, oh, it's 9 o'clock or 9:30 at night. Nah. And then I thought, yeah, I'm being led. My soul is saying, April, go and do that live. Go and do it. So I'm doing it. And here we are. So yeah, they're the taglines I'm playing with, but I just haven't nailed it yet. So if any of those, if those ones I've just read out sound like, they are of interest to you, let me know. Help me with this tagline, please. Another one is Everyday Magic, but that doesn't feel like it's nailing it. I want people to know what this is all about. So I'll just quickly read to you in case you're interested in helping me with this tagline. You can say I really want help. Over 7 weeks, we will awaken, unleash, and deepen your connection with your inner goddess. She is your inner knowing. She is your guiding light. She brings harmony, energetic expansion, heart, and healing to you and to the world. She is just waiting for you to hear her, feel her, connect with her more deeply, and follow her lead. So that is what Goddess Unleashed is all about. And when I wrote that, I would have been in wild mode. So often when you want to write to wild mode, it's really good to be in the mode that you're writing to and write it like a letter. And so, yeah, that has been revealed to me through this soul-led process. So in delivering Goddess Unleashed, I am embodying being a goddess and unleashing my goddess and, calling on her to take me through this process. That's what, creating soul-led courses to me is all about. So hopefully that makes sense. I can see someone coming on here at the end. I'm just about to end it, so thanks for coming on and watching, but you'll have to watch the replay because I'm about to go. So I'll say good night, lots of love to you all, and I'll see you online soon. Bye for now.